everybody, welcome back to Chiquel's YouTube channel. My name is Amanda and I am here to give you a wig review of this thing on my head that I completely adore and have fallen in love with, and it might be my new favorite, and I'm so excited to share this one with you. Look at this thing. Anyways, before I tell you all of the wonderful things about this, I'm going to remind you to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can learn even more about alternative hair. And also, as another reminder, if you end up commenting on one of my videos, I am going to be randomly selecting comments here and there whenever I feel like it to let you know that you've won a gift card to Chiquel. So just know that your comment might mean that you win a special little something from me. Okay, let me talk about Esprit by Ellen Wille that is on my head right now. I am in love. I am in love. I am in love. Let me start out with the color though. This is in Caramel Rooted. So with Caramel Rooted, we're gonna find some like honey tones in here. You'll also see a little bit of gold to this. So it's gonna be a little bit golden, with a bit of honey. You'll even see some lighter platinum kind of throughout this, speckled ever so often. And then we're gonna have some lighter warm brown roots to this. So I don't know if you sense the warmth in your screen, but these are definitely a warm as opposed to a cool root. So this is Caramel Rooted, and it is a really gorgeous warm tone with a little bit of coolness running throughout it as well. Okay, what makes this wig so special? Other than this adorable style it has going on, this is, you know, just your typical mid-length bob with these unstructured waves going throughout. This would be a really fun one to add some, contour cream or wig wax to really bring out this style. I think you can make it super funky. But other than this adorable style, which I will spin and show you, it also feels like I am wearing a cloud on my head right now. And why is that? Let me tell you, the density on this piece is just absolutely perfect. These fibers itself, I find are quite fine. And then the density overall is a low density. Now, it's not necessarily going to look low density on because of all of these waves happening. It's like a messy wave look that's giving it that volume. However, there's not a ton of hair on this. It's a very lightweight fiber and a light density feel. Now, the other thing that's really great about this that makes it feel light and not like there's so much going on is the fact that there's no Permatease. And the reason there's no Permatease is because this is a hand-tied cap. So let me show you this amazing hand-tied cap that feels so luxurious and lightweight and just like a dream on your head. So to start off with, we do have a extended lace front. I'll show you what that looks like on in a minute. So it's extended a little bit further into your ear tabs here, and it goes right into a left monofilament part here. Now the rest of your top is going to be hand tied. So technically you could change the part if you want to. It's meant to have a left part, but I'll show you what it looks like as a right part as well. Since it is hand tied, it's going to allow you that flexibility. We also have a partially hand tied top part here. So all of this space in here is hand tied, and that just means each fiber is hand sewn by a person onto this lightweight material. It's going to mean that the fibers are going to move in a more all-around kind of a way, just like it were growing out of your own head, and they're just going to move a little bit more naturally. It's also going to mean a lighter weight feeling on your head with a hand-tied cap. However, in the long run, it is going to make it a little bit more expensive. So you have to kind of decide, is it worth it to get a beautiful, luxurious cap? Or would you rather save your money in the cap department? Okay, we also have a bit of closed wefting at the bottom. So in the end, having a combination of the hand-tied portion and some closed wefting, that does then cut the cost a little bit. So a cap like this might not necessarily cost as much as it could if it were a fully hand-tied cap. All right, we also have your lovely velvet ear tabs and a velvet extended nape with some Velcro adjusters. So overall, this cap feels so lightweight. It is so comfortable. It is just insanely beautiful and lovely. I don't know what else to tell you about it. Okay, let me put this back on for you so we can take a look at the lace front and the monofilament top. So here is that lace front. So you are gonna see the knotting. I do find though that the knotting is small. Like they're not big knots, they're pretty small knots. However, as I've mentioned in some videos before, anytime you have knots that are darker like this one, you're gonna see them. Are they gonna be noticeable to other people walking down the street? Likely not. They're not gonna inspect your hairline and to say, let me see what's going on in your hair. They're not gonna do that. So no one's gonna notice but you. But just so you know, if this is something that bothers you and you are into the darker pieces, you're gonna see them no matter what. Like whatever brand you get, if it's a darker piece, you're gonna see little speckles. So you kind of just have to be okay with that. But overall, these are nice small knots. Okay, then we'll move into that left part. I don't know if I did a good job of parting it there, but hopefully you can see it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the same material as the lace front, so it's gonna look the same within the parting generally as it does at the lace front. The great thing about this lace front and your monofilament part is that it's not too dense up there. So you don't have so much hair that it makes it hard to part or so much hair that it makes it hard to pull it off your face. The density is really nice and natural up at your hairline and through the parting, which is awesome. Okay, now I mentioned how since it is a hand-tied top on the other side, you could technically part it over there. So let me show you what that will look like. So with hand-tied anything, it gives you the ability to move the hair around in a much easier way than if it were to be wefted. So this is what the hand-tied top is gonna look like. So it's gonna look just a little bit different than your lace. But overall, you could totally part this on the right side and it's gonna look amazing. So if you are a right parted person, if you are a center parted person, if you are a left parted person, I say that this could work for any of you. Okay, let's talk about how this fits me. So I am a petite sized wig wearer. My circumference is 20.5 inches. My front to nape is 11.5 inches and my ear to ear is also 11.5 inches. So let's talk about the circumference. I find on me, the circumference is a little bit big, which shows me that this in general will fit pretty true to average around your circumference. I don't have the I don't have the adjusters cinched in at all. The adjusters are like pretty wide. So at their almost widest setting, this feels pretty true to average in your circumference. In terms of ear to ear, this fits me pretty well ear to ear. I'd say it's pretty true to average ear to ear as well. In terms of front to nape, I do find that it's maybe a little bit smaller than average in terms of front to nape. I usually, whenever I wear average sized caps, I often have extra bulk in my cap. This one in particular, I don't seem to have as much bulk in the cap, which is really great for me. So just keep that in mind. If you're an average person, this will fit you, but if you have a bigger front to nape, it might be harder to stretch it over. I don't know. Okay, let's talk about the length of this. So from the front, you're gonna get about 7.5 inches here. From the crown, you're gonna get about 10 inches of length. And then from the sides, it's gonna have some layers in it, but it's gonna be generally about 7.25 inches. And then your nape is also gonna be 7.25 inches. Okay, let me quickly put this in a little half up, half down for you and see what she might look like and if she fits. Now, whenever I style my wigs, I personally prefer to keep pieces in the front. And I think these pieces are just so cute anyways because they have this really slight curl to them. They give it a softer appearance and it just hides any hairline that's there. Even though it's a nice natural lace front, I still feel much more comfortable when I have that in the front. Okay. Look, super cute. So there's definitely some styling ability here with this. Okay, you could also do something like pin one side up, twist a little bit, and I'm gonna pull some fibers forward. Oh gosh, one hand. I am not prepared with a clip or a pin or something, but that would be cute. Me. How's that? That doesn't do it. We need a bobby pin or a cute clip. Anyways, that would be really cute. Or you could do both sides back like that. If we were to pull it completely back this way, if you're into that, you could do something like that, a little poof. I don't love the poofs though on me. If I were to do that, I still would do something like that. Okay, anyways, Esprit, adorable, so cute. I love it for so many reasons. Do you guys love it too? Let me know in the comments. I always love to know your thoughts on this wig, and even if you have this one yourself, tell me all about it because your experience with it might be different than my experience. Okay, let's talk about the type of fibers here. So we do have synthetic fibers. These are not heat defiant, they're just purely synthetic. Now with synthetic ones, you can't add dry heat to it or else you're going to singe the fiber. I mean, you technically could add a really low heat on it if you want to like train it to go back out of your face or something. But other than that, I do not recommend adding any heat on this because you will potentially ruin your wig. Oftentimes synthetic fibers tend to be really shiny and look a little bit unrealistic. This one, however, it's not. I keep trying to see if the light's going to catch me in a way to make it look really shiny, but it's not, and it looks like really natural synthetic hair. Because usually I tend to stray away from synthetics because of the shine that they can often give. But this is really good. This one's really good, you guys. So if you guys love Esprit as much as I do, then make sure you go check it out on our website at chiquel.com or chiquel.ca if you're in Canada, or chiquel.com.au if you are in Australia. But for now, that is all I have to share with you guys. I hope to see you guys next time, and thank you so much for watching. Bye, everybody.